Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world is buzzing with what might be one of the most shocking moves of the season, and Steelers fans are already at the edge of their seats, trying to process the implications of a move that could redefine the trajectory of the franchise. Imagine a team that has been cautiously building its roster over the last few years, suddenly making a bold statement by bringing in a quarterback of Dak Prescott's caliber, a player known not just for his arm strength and field vision, but for his leadership and ability to elevate those around him. The speculation surrounding this move has been relentless, with insiders hinting at long-term strategy discussions behind closed doors, conversations about cap space, the future of the locker room, and how the arrival of Prescott could potentially shift the Steelers from a team that consistently hovers around playoff contention to a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Fans are dissecting every angle, from the offense needing a spark to the adjustments the coaching staff will have to make to fully integrate a quarterback who has spent his entire career in a different system. The implications go beyond just the X's and O's on the field. It touches the identity of the team, the morale of players, and the expectations of a fan base that has been both hopeful and frustrated for years. And while the move is being celebrated in some corners as brilliant, there is also a counter-narrative about the risks involved, the potential disruption to team chemistry, and the pressure that comes with immediately elevating a star player to the face of the franchise. Rumors about the financial details have started to surface, and while nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the front office suggest that the deal was meticulously structured to maximize flexibility, with incentives that could reward performance without hamstringing the team's salary cap for future seasons. Analysts are already projecting scenarios where Prescott's arrival could open the door for dynamic offensive schemes, including more aggressive downfield passing, quicker reads for running backs, and the potential for previously underutilized receivers to step into larger roles. Fans and media alike are buzzing about how this move could change the perception of the Steelers in the league, moving them from a team often defined by grit and defense to one that could suddenly be seen as versatile, high-powered, and capable of outmatching top-tier opponents. Speculative narratives are emerging about potential playoff matchups, the psychological edge Prescott might bring to the locker room, and the way defensive coordinators will now have to rethink game plans that previously focused on pressuring a less mobile quarterback. Some pundits are calling it a calculated gamble, while others warn it could backfire if the chemistry fails to materialize or if the offense struggles to adapt to a new system midstream. The ripple effects of this move could influence draft strategies, trade decisions, and even the long-term approach to team-building philosophy in a way that makes this one of the most talked-about maneuvers in recent memory. What adds another layer of drama to the story is the simultaneous departure of a veteran player who has been a mainstay in the Steelers system for years, someone whose experience, locker room presence, and consistent production were once considered indispensable. The juxtaposition of bringing in a high-profile talent while cutting a familiar figure has fans and commentators debating the message this sends about leadership, loyalty, and the willingness of the franchise to embrace change even at the cost of tradition. Social media is flooded with reactions ranging from elation to outrage, with longtime supporters grappling with the emotional weight of seeing a player they've cheered for being moved aside in favor of a newcomer. The speculation doesn't stop at just the tactical implications. Conversations are swirling about the culture shift within the team, the mentoring role that Prescott might have to play, and how younger players will respond to this seismic change in hierarchy. Some argue that the infusion of new talent could reinvigorate the locker room, creating competition and raising standard across the board, while others warn that the sudden shift could alienate players loyal to the former veteran, potentially creating divides that the coaching staff will need to carefully manage. The drama, uncertainty, and potential for redemption or disaster make this move a story that is gripping fans, analysts, and the broader football community alike, generating discussions that could dominate sports media for weeks. There is also significant speculation about the strategic timing of the move, with insiders suggesting that it may not be a simple reaction to performance issues or injuries, but part of a larger vision aimed at long-term dominance. The front office might have viewed Prescott not just as a solution to immediate challenges, but as a cornerstone for a multi-year plan to reshape the offense and solidify the quarterback position, an area that has been a point of debate for the franchise for decades. Conversations on forums and podcasts are dissecting the potential play-calling adjustments, the offensive line changes that may need to accompany a quarterback with Prescott's playing style, and the coaching flexibility required to ensure that his strengths are maximized without exposing weaknesses. Some speculate that this is the first step in a broader restructuring that could include draft picks, trades, and additional free agent signings aimed at building a cohesive unit around a new leader. The ripple effects reach further than the field, influencing sponsorships, fan engagement, and even local sports media narratives as everyone tries to anticipate how the Steelers' identity will evolve with this high-profile addition. The uncertainty is fueling endless debate, with pundits and casual fans alike questioning whether this move signals a bold new era or a risky gamble that could redefine the team's trajectory in unexpected ways. The emotional impact of cutting a veteran while signing a star quarterback cannot be underestimated, especially in a city like Pittsburgh, where loyalty, history, and community connection run deep. Fans are torn between excitement over a potential championship-caliber addition and a sense of nostalgia and loss for the player who has been a steady presence, a leader, and an example of dedication on and off the field. This duality is fueling countless conversations about team philosophy, player respect, and how the NFL's modern business reality often collides with the sentimental attachments of fans. There is speculation that this move was designed to send a message not only to the team, but to the league, signaling that the Steelers are willing to make bold, even uncomfortable decisions in pursuit of excellence. Meanwhile, sports analysts are projecting potential on-field scenarios where Prescott's skill set could complement emerging talents, unlocking opportunities that were previously constrained by offensive limitations or system rigidity. The tension between innovation and tradition, excitement and loyalty, strategy and sentimentality is creating a narrative rich with drama, one that could dominate headlines and fan debates for months, as Pittsburgh attempts to navigate the challenges of integrating a new superstar while honoring its past. Finally, part of the speculation revolves around the impact this move could have on rival teams, both within the division and across the league. Bringing in Prescott has the potential to shift the power dynamics, forcing opponents to reevaluate defensive strategies, quarterback matchups, and even game preparation routines. Some insiders argue that the Steelers' willingness to make such a headline-grabbing move could spark a ripple effect, inspiring other teams to pursue bold trades, restructure rosters, or accelerate development of young quarterbacks in response. The unpredictability of Prescott's adaptation to a new system adds another layer of intrigue, as analysts weigh the odds of immediate success against the possibility of early struggles that could be amplified under media scrutiny. Fans are already imagining high-stakes matchups and dramatic storylines that could emerge, fueling speculation about the playoff implications and the psychological advantage that a proven quarterback could bring to a team historically known for toughness and resilience. This combination of strategy, emotion, and anticipation creates a compelling story, blending rumor, expectation, and potential drama into a narrative that feels larger than a simple roster move, one that promises to dominate conversations in sports media and fan circles alike for weeks, if not longer. Beyond the immediate shockwaves in Pittsburgh, the ripple effect of signing Dak Prescott while releasing a veteran player could extend far beyond what fans and analysts initially imagined, potentially redefining the Steelers' identity for years to come. Speculators are imagining locker room dynamics evolving overnight, with Prescott's leadership style influencing younger players, altering hierarchies, and instilling a sense of confidence and expectation that may have been absent in recent seasons. Some insiders suggest that the front office might have strategically timed the move to coincide with a period of transition, ensuring that Prescott has a clean environment to implement his vision while simultaneously challenging the rest of the roster to step up adapt, and embrace a more aggressive offensive philosophy. Conversations have erupted online and in sports media about how the team might restructure its offensive line, tweak play calling, and maximize Prescott's mobility and decision-making abilities while also balancing the development of emerging talent. Fans are projecting how the departure of the veteran, who embodied stability and consistency, might create emotional vacuums or motivate players to elevate their game, adding layers of complexity to a story that is already rich with speculation, drama, and strategic intrigue. The excitement and anxiety are palpable, as Pittsburgh is now faced with the delicate task of integrating a high-profile star without disrupting the team chemistry that has long been a hallmark of the franchise. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. There is also growing debate among commentators and analysts about how this decision signals a shift in the Steelers' approach to roster construction and long-term planning, raising questions about whether the franchise is moving toward a model that prioritizes high-risk, high-reward acquisitions over the cautious, methodical drafting and development strategies that have historically defined the team. Some speculate that the front office sees Prescott not only as a solution for immediate performance, but as a centerpiece for a multi-year plan designed to attract additional talent, whether through the draft, free agency, or trades, creating a domino effect that could reshape the roster entirely. Rumors abound regarding potential changes to offensive schemes, quarterback-friendly formations, and innovative plays designed to leverage Prescott's strengths while accommodating new receivers and adjusting to defensive pressures from rivals. Pundits are already theorizing about how this move could psychologically impact opponents, forcing them to recalibrate their game plans, study a quarterback they are less familiar with, and prepare for a team suddenly capable of more explosive, versatile, and unpredictable performances. Amid all this speculation, fans are debating whether the decision reflects sheer ambition, a gamble for glory, or a calculated risk aimed at maintaining relevance in a league increasingly defined by quarterback dominance and bold front office maneuvers. Meanwhile, speculation is mounting about the potential emotional and strategic consequences for the rest of the roster, especially players who are closely aligned with the veteran who was cut, creating a story rich with interpersonal drama, leadership questions, and locker room politics. Some insiders suggest that Prescott's arrival might encourage a culture of heightened accountability, prompting players to rethink their approach, step up their performance, and embrace a mentality of urgency and excellence, while others warn that sudden changes could create tension, divisions, and uncertainty among those who have long relied on veteran leadership. Social media discussions have exploded with theories about how this shift could affect team morale, highlighting the delicate balance between introducing a superstar and maintaining cohesion, trust, and unity among players. Analysts are projecting that the coaching staff will have to carefully navigate these dynamics, balancing innovation with stability, while fans speculate about whether the Steelers can harness this opportunity to elevate the team to championship contention without undermining the foundational principles that have historically defined the franchise. The intrigue surrounding this narrative is amplified by the contrasting emotions of excitement, skepticism, hope, and nostalgia, creating a story that is equal parts sports strategy, human drama, and high-stakes speculation, captivating audiences far beyond the typical fan base. Another dimension of the speculation revolves around the potential tactical evolution of the Steelers' offense, with analysts considering how Prescott's skill set might transform play calling, receiver utilization, and overall game tempo. There is widespread debate about whether the team will lean more heavily on deep passes, create more complex read options, or diversify running back involvement to complement Prescott's mobility and field awareness. Some insiders hint at potential innovations in protection schemes and quarterback movement, designed to maximize effectiveness while minimizing risk, suggesting that this move could herald a new era of offensive creativity for a team historically defined by physicality and defense. Fans are imagining explosive plays, rapid-fire sequences, and a quarterback-led transformation capable of challenging league expectations, While sports media speculate about the ripple effects this could have on rival defenses and strategic preparation across the NFL. At the same time, critics question whether the Steelers can integrate these changes successfully, warning that even a star like Prescott requires adaptation, trust, and system familiarity to thrive. The anticipation is driving a narrative rich with suspense, drama, and possibility, ensuring that every practice, game, and strategic adjustment will be scrutinized, analyzed, and debated for months to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.